All right, we have a very special guest on the show today. And once again, we have Dr. Love.
Good morning, Tom. How are you?
Good morning, Dr. Love. It's nice to see you again.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here with you.
How have you been?
You know, absolutely wonderful.
Yes?
No complaints. Life's good.
Now, Dr. Love, for those of you who don't know, Dr. Love calls Kentucky home most of the year, right?
Actually, I consider Florida. I'm a resident of Florida now.
You're a resident of Florida.
So I come down here quite a bit to make sure that I have my residency status. And I enjoy my home in Kentucky. I've lived in Kentucky since 1974.
Interesting. Dr. Love, I'm really curious about something. Before we start with the serious topics, okay? Is the grass really blue up in Kentucky? They call it the Bluegrass State.
Only after you've done the bourbon run and you've drank to the point where everything looks blue.
Only after you've done the bourbon run.
Now, the reason they call it blue is because the UK is the university where everybody bleeds blue, where in Louisville everybody bleeds red.
Oh, I see. All right. So anyway, listen, Dr. Love, I have a couple questions for you today, okay? The first question, it's something that's really challenged me over the years. And, you know, when you meet a lady, you know, when you first meet a lady, one of the first questions out of their mouth, or her mouth, I should say, rather, is, are you romantic? And I'm thinking to myself, what am I supposed to say? No, I'm not romantic? I mean, so with that being said, how do I know if I'm romantic or not? Because I always answer yes, but, you know, I want to make sure that I follow through with that answer. And if the first date leads to a second and ultimately a relationship, I want to know that I'm a romantic guy.
Well, I think romantic in many terms from a woman's standpoint means, are you sensitive?
Means what?
Are you sensitive?
Am I sensitive?
Are you sensitive to her feelings? Are you sensitive to her needs? Do you find time to give her she's your priority? Do you do things that will make her feel more special than not special? That's, you know, and I would say to you, if someone says to you, are you romantic? Say, I believe I am. But can you tell me your definition of romantic so I can see if I fit that bill? I would ask the question.
What do you consider romantic?
That's what I would ask. Because for me, it's a subjective term. Romantic to you may mean one thing, and romantic to that person that you're dating or want to date may mean something else.
So answer a question with a question.
Not necessarily ask the question. You're not answering the question. Ask that person, because you're not a mind reader, and she's not a mind. She's evidently feeling you out. She's evidently had some relationships where she didn't feel special and wasn't treated in the manner where she expected to be.
Interesting. So you're kind of putting her on the spot, Dr. Love.
Well, she's actually putting you on the spot by asking you a question that you really is subjective, and you don't know what her background is.
Interesting. All right. Now listen, talking about being put on the spot, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Not a problem. I've been on the spot more in my life than you can imagine.
All right, Dr. Love. What is the most romantic thing you ever did for a woman? And what is the most romantic thing a woman ever did for Dr. Love?
Well, the most romantic thing I've ever done for a woman was knowing that this particular woman had a very tough day and so on and so forth. I made sure I cooked dinner. I made sure that the ambiance around us was very soft and the lighting was dim. I treated her very special. I picked her up at work. I made sure she didn't have to drive. I made her feel like she was number one. And she was number one. So I wanted her to feel that special. I cooked dinner. I made sure everything that I did was what she would have liked. Not about me. It was about her. It was about stepping outside of my area and thinking about what does she want.
You know what? I think maybe instead of calling you Dr. Love, I'm going to start calling you Dr. Smooth.
Well,
you know? I'm going to call you Dr. Smooth.
Smooth, you know what? Smooth again.
So, okay, so what's the most romantic thing a woman ever did for you?
Well, for me, the most romantic thing a woman ever did for me was to make sure, again, and the reason I was able to tell you this is to make sure I was special. And knowing the things I liked. And doing things for me in a manner that made me feel like I was the king. Everybody wants to be the king, and women want to be the queen. And if you are a king, you would surely want a queen.
All right. So, thank you. Great answer. So, Dr. Love, now on to the next question. Okay, you and I were talking recently about my thinking that I might go out and buy a new car. I was going to buy an SLK 550 Mercedes, but Dr. Love, he wisened me up and he said, no, the SLK is a woman's car. I want the SL, right?
That's correct.
Okay, Dr. Love. So if I'm going to go on a first date, and I'm pulling up for that first date, and I drive up in my beautiful SL 550 Mercedes, convertible, top down, and the date goes seemingly very, very well. And I ask her if she wants to see me again, and she says, absolutely. How do I know, Dr. Love, that she just doesn't want to see my SL 550 again, and she really wants to see me? How do I know it's more about me and not my car?
Well, I think that particular issue is something you have to deal with. I don't think you should even ponder that thought.
No?
That thought is taking away from who that person is, and you're more concerned about does she like me for my accoutrements or does she like me? Accoutrements. Accoutrements, the things I have.
My dad would say that's a 50-cent word,
Okay,
Dr.
I
Love.
gave you that 50-cent word. What I'm saying to you
Accoutrements.
is be more concerned about yourself and pleasing this person as opposed to what you're showing up in the date.
Wonderful. Dr. Love, as always, I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
You've always got the answers, Dr.
Well,
Love.
you know,
Okay?
Dr. Love, Dr. Smooth, whatever you prefer,
Yeah.
it's okay. And much success in your dating.
When are you going to get the license plate, Dr. Love?
You know, I just don't want to be stopped by a police officer saying, Dr. Love, I didn't stop you because you're speeding. I want to talk to you about my problem with my wife.
Well, there you go. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.